ourselves and our teammates. Our season was not only about winning, but about playing smart and giving us the best in the end. You have always encouraged us to believe in ourselves and exceed to our fullest potential. You have learned that it is important to protect our moneymakers for our killer selfies. We have enjoyed every minute of this season, including the time you challenged the ref what the attack line was. You have taught us to keep our heads in the game and in life.
We know that this time of year has been extremely busy for all of us between going to school, staying out late for games and practices, and finding time for ourselves and our family. And we are immensely grateful for all the time that you take away from your wonderful family to be with us. And we only hope that you consider us as your second family because we do of you. We would also like to thank you for creating an environment where we can share our crazy teenage girl stories during practices to lighten up the mood. Also, we would like to thank you for providing us with a space to build and expand friendships. You have seen us at our best and worst, and you have stuck with us every step of the way. You are not only a knowledgeable, supportive, and amazing coach, but a warm and welcoming person. Thank you for standing with us during games and practices in which we might have gotten down on ourselves. Even though running was almost the motivation that got us to realize that we needed to focus, but you showed us that the most important aspect to playing our best was not just our physical abilities, but our mental abilities. There was nothing more exciting than watching our team come back to win the game. Those were our favorite moments where we overcame the odds. Those were the moments that created the best memories.
You've kept us all in line between practices and games, including Baylon. You have taught us that it's not important to win, but the steps that take us there. From all of us, we cannot thank you enough for the continuous encouragement you have given us throughout the whole season, which we will carry out throughout our lives. See you around town, J-Dog.
I would first like to thank my family for adjusting to my new schedule and only complaining when absolutely necessary. Similar to these athletes and their families, your support of my family at games and at home is crucial to making this all work. Thank you for that. I know that each of these girls is thankful for all of the support they receive on the court and at home. As their coach and a parent of children who do not always know how to show their gratitude, I would like to thank all the parents on the girls' behalf. By all means, my speech should be about these fine young female athletes and should honor their hard work and perseverance this past season. But I'd like to switch gears and talk about me. Allow me to give you a glimpse into my life these past 12 weeks with your daughters. Please think for a moment about the most fun activity you do with your daughter. Possibly it's skiing, or hiking, or baking. Maybe it's dinner and a show in the city, or a girl talk over a cup of tea. Whatever it is, it's something that you both love to do and enjoy doing it together. Now imagine doing this super fun thing 6 times a week for the better part of each afternoon. Please consider the strong bonds that you might form during that special time together. This is how I can best describe my time this past season as your daughter's coach. I have experienced them grow as individuals and prosper as a team. Oh wait, there's more. Think back to that special afternoon with your daughters but it's raining and you cannot go on that special hike. You stay home and find your daughter with her face buried in her iPhone. She has not done her homework, her bed is not made, and her room is in shambles. 6 times every 20 minutes you ask her to pay attention and clean up her room. You know that she can do it because she's done it before. Defiantly, she answers back and offers numerous excuses. Unfortunately, this too happens each day. Imagine those same experiences with 12, 24, or 36 of your daughter's closest friends. Yes, that's what changes what I do into a job, albeit a super fun job. Certainly the dynamics are a little different with that many teenage girls all in one room, every single day. For 12 weeks this fall, your daughters became my girls. We became one large, dysfunctional family. The first group of young women working towards the common goal of doing their best as an individual and winning as a team. This year, our JV family consisted of just one freshman. Lauren brought with her each day an inspiring, burning desire to learn and better herself on and off the volleyball court. Kira, our returning sophomore, took on a new role this year as setter, following closely in her sister's footsteps. Our other sophomores were Taylor, who took control of the court as our additional setter, Morgan, our outspoken powerhouse hitter and server, Cameron, our dainty beauty queen, who would always for a serve or kill at just the right time, and Emma W. She was one of the two in the white shirts that only played the back row. In my opinion, her skills and presence on the court has grown the most this past season. We had 3 returning juniors this year. Emma D. was the other girl with the white shirt. She took command of her position in control when she was in the back row. Jillian and Shannon were our key all-around players. Always on point with their positioning, they were ready for anything that came their way. My hardest workers coming into this season were Isabel, Sadie, and Emily Swirsky. These 3 girls pushed themselves in the off-season and during practices to earn key positions as a middle and 2 outside hitters. They all proved to be huge assets to the team. My speech wouldn't be complete if I didn't make a special shout out to my 2 captains this year. Kira and Shannon were my lifelines to the team. Always there to console a teammate in need or pass along vital information to ensure the team dynamics remained intact. They kept me in the loop and sane with their insane antics. I do not often laugh out loud, but found myself LOLing at many of our correspondence. Thank you both from the bottom of my heart. Now to get back on the topic of me. I want all of my girls to know how great this past season has been for me. I spent quite a bit more time working and getting to know the freshman team. I feel it will help us in the next year with understanding each other, and I look forward to each of you next year. I also feel that my connection with the girls on the varsity team was much stronger this year. I built strong bonds with many of you that I hope will extend beyond the volleyball season. I will miss all the seniors moving on, but especially Paige and Kaylee, who I had the honor of coaching and were my captains last year. I wish the best of luck to all of you in your future endeavors. Lastly, I'd like to thank my fellow coaches. While it's not always easy being the nicest and most liked coach in my career, you have both made it easier on me by being the mean ones. I feel that my ageless maturity and your young spunk is a great mix for these girls as life experiences both on and off the court. Thank you both, Daylon and Cecilia. Thank you to all the athletes. Thank you to all of the supportive families. This has truly been a wonderful season. We're going to test this problem again. Emily. Taylor.